What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're talking about the Valiant EQ, or the Valiant Gauntlet, whatever you want to call it. I 100%ed the entire thing, chapter 1. This is the only chapter we have, so the rewards for it are pretty good. You got some T7 basic, some tier 4 alpha, a bunch of T6, some units, XP, just a bunch of good stuff. And in the chapters as well, you got some Titan shards and 6 shards, Sig stones, more T7, a bunch of ISO. Just in general, really good stuff, really good rewards. I love the fact that we have these rewards available in a Valiant Gauntlet, in a sense. A couple takeaways. I want to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and what my overall thoughts were on this. So we gotta make sure we cover all bases. So I want to start off with the good, because I think there is a lot of good, and I think a lot of people talk about this in a... Not a lot of people, but some people talk about it in a negative way that I do not fully agree with. So, a couple things. The one thing I really enjoy is that we get to pick and change a champion every single fight. This is amazing, right? I absolutely love this. I've said this about the Crucible. I've been loving this ever since. And just being able to switch in your champions, absolutely amazing. Love that. The rewards feel good as long as they, because we have probably a new title coming soon, as long as we have regular updates to the reward pool according to the title. Well, this is Valiant, so I guess this would still make sense for all the Valiant players. As long as stuff stays updated in general, I guess, I am fully on board with this. I'm fully on board with this. I absolutely love it. Fights are fun. I like the nodes. You get to just play around with the permanent passive furies. A couple simple but fun interactive nodes on a lot of champions, like the personal space, fury, etc. You can mess around with champions, mess around and test your mystic roster in this quest, your tech roster in the next one, and so on and so on. It's not in that order specifically, but yeah, you get my point. I really like that. Really like the switch nodes, etc. The rewards are good. I love the fact that there's no requirement of exploring like Thronebreaker difficulty. It's just if you want to do it, you can finish it, right? Now the bosses, I don't specifically get why we have a boss that is also not locked to the class in specific, like in the chapters, but I mean that's totally fine by me. With being able to choose a defender or an attacker out of all classes is fine by me as well. I don't mind it. A couple things you want to take into account is that some of these bosses require some planning. So I'd say you'd be fine for all the other fights. We're gonna walk through a couple here. But plan for the boss fights. Just check the notes on them, because sometimes there's something that, and you'll see that in a second, where you could really be kind of like hard stuck. A couple mentions here. Jabari, she cleanses, so keep that in mind. Black Widow reduces ability accuracy. Green Goblin heals. You want to heavy attack her, so her cloak is off cooldown. He can shrug off debuffs. His ruptures deal a decent amount of damage, even because he applies them through block, so keep that in mind. And well, Wolverine heals, but it's definitely not too much. This guy, don't hit into his block because he'll go unstoppable. Absman absolutely shreds this Vision Arcus, but yeah, Cold Snap immune does well. You don't want to apply too many debuffs, so somebody like Jugs for the Zemo is good. And Guardian, or Red Guardian, can be done with pretty much anybody, right? But those are the good things. I absolutely love that. We're gonna just end the quest here, and we're gonna walk into the next one. Absolutely love that. So the bad, in my opinion, the bad and the ugly can kind of be put into the same category, and that is that I would like to see that a quest like this would maybe take 20-ish minutes, not 30 to 40. I have a bigger roster and I'm already doing this for 30-40 minutes, so I could imagine if you're using lower ranked champions, you might be in this quest for 45 to 50 minutes per lane. That makes this each month like a 6 or close to 6 hour event quest, which is a bit much in my opinion. I don't mind, because I think that's one takeaway that a lot of people have, is that the health doesn't regenerate between the fights, right? I don't mind that as long as we get a reduction in fights, basically, is my opinion. It's a bit much now, in my opinion, with no health being regenerated between them. Maybe do like 10% or something, you know, that could be cool. Just a 10% heal every node. Not full, but maybe 10, if you want to keep it this length. But preferably a little shorter, maybe like 10 fights. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 and a boss, or 9 and a boss. I feel like that is more appropriate if you want to have the no health gain. And besides that, not really much bad in my opinion. I like that there's no too meta relevant defenders. There's not, like, there's some of the newer champions as bosses, but it's not too bad. I like it. I like it. In general, I do. Okay, I just want to run you through some of these quests. So, Spidey evades, Silk evades, Craven can trap you, so keep that in mind. He also reduces stun duration, mcoc auto blocks, Hog rags, power gains, Mordo power gains. Actually, Okoye is really fun for Mordo. If you dex a hit and you get the ensnared on him, he cannot astral evade out of a stun. So, might be a fun one to try out. Then we have power gain on the Hyperion that you want to watch out for. Mysterio, obviously the damage reflect of the special 1, or the what is it? He'll be able to let you miss on a special 2. Then this is the one where you can get kind of hard stuck. You need the buffs on yourself. You need 3 or more buffs. Can be of the same type, and otherwise they take 100% less damage. Also immune to armor break. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I'd like a reduction to maybe 10, 11 fights, like 10 in the boss or 9 in the boss, as I said. Besides that, rewards feel good, feel appropriate at least, or at least worth doing, in my opinion. And that is a big, big thing. I absolutely love the fact as well that you get to play a lot of your roster. I've played champions that I haven't played in over a year now, just because I need the top 14, 15. And I've liked this since Crucible as well, so yeah, it's really good. Okay, Hulk goes unstoppable. Thor, don't get hit by a special because he will stun lock you. Don't get hit by a special for Yellow Jacket because he powers things. I'll just walk through a couple paths. Magneto, don't use metal champions. He can go unblockable in his final phase. What else you gotta watch out for? Phoenix, regens. Got the rework. Groot reduces debuff duration and it has a unblockable special too. This guy has some newer specials that people might not know. He can go unstoppable after specials, so keep that in mind. Once his, I don't know, but the counter is high enough, she will go invis and might make you miss. Keep that in mind when you're doing this quest. Now, we got 3 more. I'll walk you through as well. I did 3 of them last night. I wanted to make a video or a video guide on each one of them. And if you want to see that, let me know. I just didn't like finish all of it because I thought it wouldn't be necessary. It's not that difficult to make a full guide or best options. But if you do want me to do that each month, then let me know down below. If there's enough people wanting me to cover this, then, you know, I'll do it. Why not? You need a poison immune for Abomination. Guardian can auto block. His just paid special once of Patriot. He can bleed you through block. Who else we got? Morbius, when he dashes at you and he has his, what is it? His thingy still active, he will Psychonic Glide or something like that. Spider-Ham can evade, but if you have a lot of buffs, you'll get like Celestial Vision, like Serpent or something is really good for Spider-Ham, right? Because you can get the true focus and everything. And besides that, you might want a good option for gladiators, so you might want to use somebody that has a lot of buffs so you can get this fight done fast. And then you have Omega Red, you just don't want to be close to him for too long. Sentry really wasn't that bad, has a bunch of healing and starts the fight unblockable because of that healing. So every time it comes back, he's unblockable. So keep that in mind. Then you have Yelena as a boss here. We'll go in. I'll show you guys this quest. We got Tech, which was totally fine. And you can use anybody on the boss. So any pick on the boss. Can I show you guys that? Yeah, you can use anybody on the boss. I'm a bit tired. Age of Venom shrugs. You don't want her to charge heavies, the Quake, or get hit by specials because the Aftershock. Don't get hit by storm specials either. Don't take hits into block from Massacre. And let's see, Jubilee, just special 1 bait. Make sure to get rid of the debuffs of Void. Don't take a shock champion into Nebula, because this fight took me like 6 minutes because of it, because I took an Eye Doom. So preferably taking somebody with like armor breaks or something like that. Then I think I went Warlock for Miles Morales and just heavy attacked and bled him because he has his camo. Then Sam Wilson was a bit of a rough one because I kept messing up on my Guardian. It wasn't the best fight, he auto-blocked and stuff like that. But hey. And then for her, I literally still to this day have no clue what she does, but I just took in Sinister and he absolutely destroyed her. So keep that in mind. And then the last quest, we have the Cyclops. Actually, I messed up there as well because I didn't read the boss nodes. So keep that in mind. I'm here to help. Because I messed up, and if I mess up, somebody else could mess up, and yeah, that could be prevented. Okay, Dexing on Dormammu is bad because buffs and then degen, so keep that in mind. Buff immunes are great in that matchup, so Titania, champs like that. Wong, anybody that could deal with so Silk, for example, knocks him down. Actually, it's not really a rough fight, he's just unblockable in some of the specials. Then I messed up taking in Hulk against Chavez and not dealing enough damage and taking hits, and I was trying to, you know, with Hulk cheat the health so I would get my health back, but it ended up messing me up even more. Rockets, nothing really to, yeah, all these fights are fine. Just bait one of the specials on CAGR, preferably the special 1, and just keep baiting over and over and over so he doesn't throw special 2 and degen you. Then you're good. I think all of these are fine. They can all go unblockable, which is the one annoying thing with the escalating assault. So keep in mind, a lot of these specials you'll have to either dex or bait when he is or isn't unblockable. So yeah. Voodoo, nothing really to say about him. Then Fix It, just know that your parries sometimes won't, if you have the disorient of the specials on you, sometimes it won't proc. Super Scroll, I can't specifically remember who I used for Super Scroll, but I think I did Silk. And then I did the Spider Ham for Ant-Man. And then, oh no, I didn't use Silk, I used somebody else. I can't remember, it wasn't too rough though. And then, because you need the tactical charges. If you get the tactical cross charges or whatever, you're fine. And then I took Silk into this guy, which is an issue because I thought I could build up bullet time and then proc the bullet time with Dex and then do a bunch of damage. But Silk doesn't Dex. So we did no damage for the first part of the fight. And then I had to get rid of all the built up evade charges that I had. And then I started doing damage. So this was a bit of a rough fight. But if you just take in any champion that can Dax and not just the one champion like I did with Silk that couldn't, you should be fine. That's the Valiant EQ though. Let me know down below what you are thinking of it. Did you complete it 100% already? And if you did, let me know if you pulled anything good. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, stay healthy, and peace.